Good afternoon. So today we are going to discuss as a topic sport on my country. So in this case, we are going to share and our opinion and some expectation about. We are focused in some kinds of teams. In this case, Club Deportivo Águila. Club Deportivo Águila, commonly known as Águila, is a Salvadorian football club based in San Miguel, El Salvador. So the club currently plays in the Primera División. There is a national tournament every year, and there are several regional competitions as well. The top tier of the El Salvador Football League system. The team is currently managed by Salvadorian Carlos Romero and captained by the current Salvadorian international Benji Villalobos. Moreover, Aguila is one of the most successful uh, champions of the CONCACAF and Águila. Why? Because Águila have won 16 Primera Division championships, one Copa Interna President and one CONCACAF champions in 1976. Their CONCACAF Champions Cup 1966 made them the second Salvadorian team to win a CONCACAF title. Since 1966, Águila had played their home games at Estadio Juan Francisco Barraza. So if you want, you don't want to while or meanwhile you are business, remember, go to the stadium and one of the biggest stadiums in El Salvador. Águila holds a long-standing rivalry with neighbors like Dragon, known as a San Miguel Derby, and Águila also has a rivalry with FAS, known as El Clásico in this country. Some Salvadorian told me about this Clásico. Clásico is a match, it's the biggest match of El Salvador. Fight face to face. So the history of this country is like within the foundation in early years. Club Deportivo Águila was founded on 15 February 1926 in the city of San Miguel with a group of players as well as young people. The first club president was Victor Vanegas. The major goal of the club was the first to establish the baseball team and later developed football and basketball teams. At the beginning, baseball and football were not as successful as a basketball, with the team dominating in both El Salvador and neighboring countries. So in 1966, a group met in San Miguel and decide for a football team named Club Deportivo Águila. Early players include Juan Francisco Barraza, Esteban Blanco, so Salvador Hernández, Juan Meter, Atilio Pineda, Manuel Arios, Rodolfo Fuentes, and so on. Moreover, during this time, in the lower leagues, it fought for the affection of the San Miguel people alongside rival Dragon. But when they were promoted to the Liga, it attracted following not only from San Miguel, but also from the entire country. Proof of this was demonstrated by the fact that the team sold more tickets when the local club played against to Aguila. Okay, the titles of these teams, the titles, Alondra, I recommend, how will you recommend? Club Deportivo Águila ranked second in the number of championships won in El Salvador with 15 titles. The two most successful managers in the club history are Conrado Miranda in 1969 through 1975 and 1976 too. And Argentina Hugo Correa in the Apertura 1999. So the winners of the Copa President in in 2000 and won the CONCACAF Champions League in this country. So if you are interested in discovering more about this team or some players or them, so the members of the teams that conquered the first championship in 1969 so were Luis Alberto Lopez, Rodolfo Fuentes, and Justiano Jimenez, and so on. So this is my opinion about this thing, Alondra. It's the time if you want to share your opinion or your information about these things. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, thank you, Vidal, for letting us know a little about the Club Deportivo Águila. Now, let me introduce myself. My name is Alondra, and I'm going to talk to you a little about the most outstanding players in the soccer team. Let's start with the team captain. His name is Pengi Oldaí Villalobos Segovia. He is 22 years old, and it's that from a very young age. He began his passion playing and at the same time making his debut as a goalkeeper in the UDET team and Gerardo Barrios University in El Tránsito in the second division in 2004. He arrived at the Águila, the Samuel Club, in 2006, where he became established in the Clausura in 2012 tournament. With the Aguilucho team, he was crowned champion of the tournament with an outstanding performance in the final game. With the Salvador national team, Villalobos made his stirring debut on September 7, the 2010s, against Guatemala in Washington, D.C. and United States. He was also called up for the CONCACAF coalition for the 2014 Soccer World Cup, in which he starred in 2 games, and the 2013 CONCACAF World Cup, and not to mention the Golden Globe he was earned in recognition of his hard work as a goalkeeper. A great player and with enormous humility without a doubt, and I can tell Vidal that I have the pleasure of meeting him and talking to him, and of course, he's very handsome. In addition, in 2013, Villalobos was involved in the scandal of the matches in game of the Salvadorian national team, for which the Soccer Federation of that country suspended him for 6 months from all soccer activity on October 10. Luis Ramirez Zapatas in the Águila's all-time top scorer with 184 goals. Other players have also scored more than 100 goals for Águila. Hugo Escoria and the previous scoring record holder Felix Pineda in 1971 and 1983. Kevin Berrio, his position is a midfielder, and Freddy Espinosa with a defensive position. There are good players who stand out on the court, and their potential, they give everything for the team, as was Polillo, one of the top scorers of the Aguilucho team. Águila is currently the second most successful team in El Salvador soccer, as they have won the second most championships. They're also one of the Salvador most successful team in international competitions, having won a trophy, and Águila is one of 3 clubs to have won the CONCACAF championships. So thank you, Vidal.
Okay, thank you for sharing your opinion. That's all. So for today and now, that's all we are going to discuss about our opinion about these things. Okay, thank you, Alondra. Have a nice day.
Okay, thank you, Vidal.